Hello, everyone.
Gabriel Scott is here already. Mitch, fix your bayonets, Mitch.
Stupeflies.
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 Scotty John. Johnny Scon. Shalom.
Johnny Scotty.
Scotty Johnny. I don't know. Hello, all 8 of you.
Woo.
Good to see you. Woo!
Pretty Central.
Andrew Pope, shalom. Mitch, Gray Scout, shalom. Miss Hermit Hill, Badger. Then there's that Badger, scoundrel. Ghost Preparedness. Half-breed, shalom, brother. Spooky Preparedness. Ghost Preparedness, you should change your name to Spooky Preparedness. I bet you'll get a bunch of subs. Shalom, y'all. Action Jackson. D-Neck, what's up, brother? Seymour's Lawn Care. Shalom, brother. David Fedor. Christopher Wright. Texas Pete, man, I love your hot sauce. It's good stuff. Carrie, shalom. I don't want to think about hot sauce, though. I'm fasting today. Bruce Magruder. I feel like that's like a detective name from like the early 80s. Give it to Magruder. He always gets...
should have been on Dragnet.
Yeah. Magruder always gets to the bottom of it. Spree free spirit, shalom, sister. I promise you, I've had nothing to drink today. I've also had nothing to eat today. Witness, Michael Harris, shalom. Crystal, not one more inch. Rat, James, Roger Rabbit Hole, shalom, brother. McMikey, KC, Thrifty VG. Vicky Fulkerson, shalom, sister. Cassie, shalom, Cassie.
Hi, Cassie.
Edward, Thomas, J.A. Dudley. We're well over 100. 110. Ryan, shalom. What do you want to talk about? Should we talk about Keith Kronk, shalom, brother.
Keith, I need your address.
Yeah, Keith, you got to email.
I emailed you.
Email us your address, brah. What am I fasting about? I'm fasting for a word from the Father. That's what I'm fasting about. Mag Rising. B-N-A-K. No, I'm going to B-N-A-R. Benak?
B-E-N-A-K. Benak.
Hey, Bear. Sam Colorado to listen to you for a minute. I like your stuff. Thanks, Sam Colorado. No, we're not going to talk about Tactical Tuesday right now. See, Benak.
Yeah. Told you.
Alaska. Does protein powder and powdered milk have to be placed in long-term storage or better for short-term rotation?
Short-term-ish, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like the stuff you buy like off the grocery shelves. I think it's generally like a 2-year shelf life. I don't know about y'all, but this time change has got me jacked.
It's a mess. I hate it.
I'm jacked up.
Hate it. I'm coffeeing even right now. Coffee is...
I'm beering.
Yeah. So, no food today, but coffee for show. So, had to have some sustenance.
Ditto.
Mm-hmm. Somebody asked me, somebody was the Mad Celt. They said, hey man, that cup's awesome. Where do I get that cup? And it's just a Stanley cup. It's an awesome Stanley cup that a viewer sent to me. The double tap and hillbilly. And it's just got a bear sticker on it. So.
Yeah. But that's how good those stickers are, guys. Like, they're not just like your sticker book stickers.
Yeah, they're not junk.
They're nice stickers that you can wash it and dry it. I don't know about dishwasher because we don't have one. He's the dishwasher of the family. But they're good stuff.
Hold on. Somebody said, what does shalom mean? It's like a Stanley Stein, indeed.
There you go.
Double tapping hillbilly. Shalom, brother. Thank you for Das Mug. I wish it was filled with dark Hefeweizen beer. Sean, shalom, brother. So what does shalom mean, David? Shalom, the building prepper, shalom. It's Patriot CB. Shalom, 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 shalom. It means peace. But we use it like Hawaiians use aloha. It's like, what's up? You know, and later. And love you, cuz. And it means peace. I'm giving my peace to you. Which might be why I have so little of it for myself. But yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it means. And it's Hebrew. Solar, what would you buy? Budget friendly. Oh, man. I don't know how budget friendly is.
But, I mean, yeah. I mean, you could get like 100-watt panel.
Yeah.
And that's going to be really budget friendly.
But it's probably not going to deal with the
probably not going to
load.
do what you need it to do. So I would say it depends on really what kind of setup you're needing.
2 to 3K. It still depends on what your load is. I would get a good charge controller, and I you know what? I can't even answer that, brother, because I don't know what your load looks like. I don't know what charge controller you need. I don't know how many batteries you need. Renee Stump.
Hi, Renee.
Dollar Tree Solar. Show them the new patch.
You want to see the new patch?
Show them the new patch.
We got a new patch.
Well, show them the old patch, and then show them the new patch.
So this is the original, like
Here.
OD green.
There you go. That's
Coyote
me.
tan.
See, there you go. Right
Yeah,
on top of
yeah,
my head.
there you go.
Just
Put
like
it
that.
right there.
Just like that.
And then we got the new Gray Man.
Whoa.
They're independent. I almost said independiente.
We should get one made in Spanish.
Yes.
Oso independiente.
So-
Yeah.
New black and gray.
Well, and here's why. This is actually somebody's bear fact we got to ship. But here, let me see the old one. And so when you're making bear facts, right? Like you got a black bear fact or a gray bear fact or a red bear fact. You put this on there. That looks cool, but it doesn't look great.
Right.
As if I know these things because I'm a designer and not colorblind. But you put one of these on there and it looks really damn good. So this one over here did the awesome thing with the patch thing. And so I love it. Good job.
Love it.
You want to get some bumps? So that's why we did that, because the green works on the multicam, the OD, and the tan.
Right.
But it does not work with the black, the gray, and the red. So
go to the bear store, get you a patch.
up in the bear store. Oh, I should give this guy his patch back.
We also,
Oh yeah, Dems is new.
we have a new sticker.
What's the matter, Weez? Oh. Some more milk. Yeah, she's been putting all kinds of cool stuff. Mama tried Homestead. Scarecrow loves your job.
And then in case we have anybody here that hasn't seen it before, we've got the rifle bear stickers
Uh-huh.
in the gray and the black and white.
That was the first t-shirt we ever
Yes.
did.
Yeah.
The rifle bear sticker.
So yeah, you can go to Teespring and get you a shirt, and then you can go to the Bear Independent store and get you a sticker, so your shirt and your coffee cup.
Bob Brown. Yeah, you can still get the original patch, absolutely.
Yeah.
These are still
They're
available.
all in there.
And don't tell anybody, okay? It's just what? It's just us and 190 of our closest friends. Do you sell IFACs? I sure do, Esteban
They're
Playa.
on the store.
They're on the store. And don't tell anybody. But every time I make a bear fact here lately, for like the last month or so, I've been sticking a patch on them before I send them out. So Because I love you guys. And
Are you saying if you buy a bear fact, you get a free?
No, because that would be like, right, Scarecrow? Owen, we've thought about that. Mitch, why'd you tell people? And so anyway, I'm not going to be like, hey, if you buy a thing, you get a thing free. No, John, it's not. But I've been throwing patches and stickers in there just cause. Yeah, go deal with the cranky toddler. Good job, baby. Thanks for the merch update. These are the best. Fortner's Frontier Leather. Hey, man. Oh, you mean like that, Moonlight? Chasing Life. Shalom, sister. This is actually, people, they ask me. It's tremendous. They ask me. Thank you, John H. Where did you get this picture of a unicorn? And this is actually a real life image of Chasing Life. That one time we went and did the campy stuff, and she's like, hold on, guys, I got to squat. And this is what happened. So, 13th Apostle, roger that. So, unicorn and bear logo stickers on my toolbox. Bless you. Chasing Life, sorry, I know I promised, but my word is cheap, so now you know. Make a rainbow pooping bear sticker. You don't want to see those pics, man. My new unit pass, that's awesome. Esteban, just go to bearindependent.com. There's precisely 0 A's in the word independent. PJD. Bearindependent.com, and then click on the goods and gear tab, and that'll take you right to the store. The night shaft, yeah, right. So, from a business standpoint, if we want to get super businessy, it's good for brand recognition to include things like this when you sell things. From a Bear is a dude that lives in the middle of the woods and basically bootstraps everything that he does because he doesn't believe in debt. It's, it hurts your bottom line to throw stickers into everything, but I don't care terribly about the bottom line. I want you guys to get value, and so that's what we try and do is bring y'all value. So, cool. That's what's going on in the store. Sell all the things, including bayonets, Mitch. We do have that badass knife in there, but we're not selling it. That's for charity. Puzzleman, email me, bro. Almost a year, still waiting on my sticker. Email me. I'll send you one. For some food for my boy. Copy, Biddy Boo. Thank you. Care Bear suit, not happening. Thank you, Biddy Boo. Aaron Edwards. Mark, bless you, brother. Thank you. The great chaotic one, Matthew Brady. Okay, Matthew. Marlo. Oh, baby, let my people go. You guys don't know this, but Marlo actually is Pharaoh from the Old Testament, so. It's actually, I feel like I should be drinking an alcoholic beverage when we live stream. How interesting is that? What programming? Mark, bless you, man. Jim, how dare they? Nick, we have the Care Bear suit. It exists. Vicky Fulkerson might have been involved in that.
Should we tell him about the goat?
Half-breed, bless you. Jed Anderson, thank you. Prepping gift suggestions. I don't know what you have or what you don't have. I'll tell you what, B. Oily, if it's your husband's birthday today, this is what I would get for him. You should give him a nice shoulder rub, maybe rub his feet, and then you should put on something that has some lace and lock yourselves in the bedroom and hang out for a while. That would be a great birthday present. Biddy, no, he's in the front yard currently. So, Chasing Life, awesome. Okay, yes, tell them about the goat. Hashtag homestead.
Okay, y'all, so we've got the one goat now, Coco, the female. And I'm at my daughter's softball game, and I get a text from my neighbor that says, the UPS guy just delivered a package to our house, and he literally had to stop and back up to deliver your goat. Coco had somehow loaded up, and he went to take off and realized there was a goat in the back. Hashtag runaway goat.
Right. Oh, that's great. More dough, more do. You.
Yeah.
Purple alpaca.
We have the best animals.
That's awesome. Yeah, she does that. So she was trying to get a job to help with the preps. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, she'll get in your truck if you leave the truck open. She gets in there. Shinobi Mac. Bless you. Melvin. First ever chainsaw arrived today. Awesome, brother. I'm glad to hear that. Shalom. Troy Bateman. Hello back. Aloha, shalom. Hey, poor choices. It's shaloha. There, now you know. There's a thing you know. It's shaloha. Tactical goat infiltration. Yeah, she's all right as far as goats go. She thinks she's now convinced, rather than being a Nubian Boer cross, that she's an Anatolian Pyrenees cross. So she's
With
a
horns.
livestock guardian goat. Mama tried. I just told you. But now she's palling around with the dog. So yeah, they do try to do that, AJ.
She's small enough she can't get on top, though, so if you leave a door open, she does hop in.
Any other podcast cameos coming soon? Got a couple coming up. No, I haven't opened the EMP shield yet. They really don't want me to. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I have a conversation scheduled with them. I'll obviously let y'all know how it goes. It's a shunt is what it is. It's a shunt. It just basically is like a black hole for power. Think of like a surge protector. Got any La Mancha goats? Nope. Cameos on aka guest appearances on podcasts. Hi, David. I have some coming up. David Campbell, what did you call me? Nothing. I said hi, but not to you, to somebody else. See you later, Owen. Need any more chickens? No, we have like 80. Oh my gosh, all the shiny objects.
Yeah, guys, this is what I collected for eggs today. Like, I do not need any more chickens.
And that's not a small basket.
No.
To be clear, it's probably 7 by 14. So.
But look at this, y'all.
No, we don't have any ducks, nor will we have any ducks.
So, like, this is I don't know if I can.
No droppy.
All right. So look, this is a little banty egg. This is a little chicken egg, and then this big old honker is turkey egg. And no, I don't want any more chickens. I'm chickened out. I'm just kind of like animaled out right now. Like,
it's because it's lambing season.
It's lambing. Yeah, we've got a whole bunch of baby chicks. There's been
6 months, Cool Breeze. Go ahead.
Yeah, just a lot going on. So I'm kind of in like that introvert, like shielding myself. I'm in my cocoon. I don't want anything to bother me. So yeah, I'm not doing any more babies right now. And yes, turkey eggs are delicious. They are scrumdiddlyumptious. The just kind of the bad thing about them is a turkey lays for like a week solid, and then you don't get any eggs from them for like a month, and then they'll lay for a week. They like, it's like their heat cycle or whatever. But so that's why turkey eggs aren't available commercially, is because they're not really reliable layers. But they are delicious.
Asymmetrical preparedness. That's your new theme song, and I expect you to sing it at the intro of every video from now on. If you need a recap, it goes like this. Asymmetrical preparedness. And then like a flying thumbs up should fly in from the side like that. And then you'd be like, hello, I'm Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness, and today we're going to talk about preparedness. Yeah, there you go. I'm expecting to see it. I will hold you accountable, sir. Bear pork bacon or Mitch, you don't know us that well. The answer is beef. We don't eat the swines. So,
Mommy, I'm done.
why 45 over 9mm?
Let's
Because
see what 9's doing.
my hands are this big. That's why. This is the full size 45. Finger off the trigger. Okay? That's why. So,
Careful where you point that thing.
it's put it over there. Yeah. No, I've not been drinking.
No, he's drinking like amino acids.
Yep.
It ain't no fruity tooty drink.
Later, Jeep in survival. Yeah, we don't eat the swine. We don't do that. We keep Leviticus 11. Yeah. Do I wear zeet seat? Stand by,
Yes,
homeboy.
yes.
There you go. That one's, I wear them so they get worn, out. Sure do.
What's not loaded? His gun? Yeah, it is.
Now it's not loaded.
Bethany House update.
The toddler just went out the front door.
I know, I'm
okay. Copy. Bethany House update. We are going there this weekend, and this weekend we are going to fix the, I say we, awesome brothers and sisters are going to fix the well, the septic system, both of which are required to get a certificate of occupancy from the Department of Environmental Quality. We are going to finish the rest of the paint, the rest of the drywall, put all of the furniture back, put the kitchen back together, move hospital beds in, finish the trim, put an all new HVAC system in, finish the electrical trim out, install a new hot water heater, finish with the front deck, paint the exterior siding and trim that we put up, and do a handful of other things. In the rain, probably. So yeah. So, bro, you're welcome to come. Absolutely.
Yep. I'll be here, peeps.
Okay. Septic, brother, you're welcome to come. I don't know what discussions were had between you and the other people who were involved in the septic, but you are welcome to come. So, oh, and we got a couple hundred linear foot of fence to put up. Yeah, a couple 100 foot of fence to put up. We're doing that this weekend, and some ornamental plantings to do as well. Copy, Jess. Andrew, shalom. Stay survived. Yeah, it's possible. I'll tell you frankly, I have not been doing Sunday Gun Day, A, because we've been really busy, and B, because the views are really low. And it takes a lot of time to do that. I'm still training at least weekly, but the views are low. So it takes, see, people miss this. It takes at least twice as long. Casey Crump, shalom. It takes at least twice as long to film something as it does to just do it. So, yeah. David, shalom. How many takes, I wonder? One take. I show you guys all my warts, man. Yeah, Stay survived me too. So, but it's okay. Do you also keep the feasts? Dominic, absolutely. We keep the feasts, we keep Shabbat, we keep the Leviticus 11 diet, we wear tzitzit, and we do our best to walk blamelessly in all the commands of Yahuwah or Elohim, which is the biblical definition of righteousness, Luke chapter 1, verse 6. 1 Peter 2, verse 21, for this you were called, that you would walk in the footsteps of Messiah, for in him there is no sin, and no deceit comes out of his mouth. So we are called to follow in his footsteps. There you go. So, anyway. Wind Charmer, copy. Shalom. So, yeah, man, we do all those things. How would I med pack? Bruce Magruder, I don't know. How old is your daughter? None your business. No, master, we buy it. We buy it from our butcher in town. Dirty Roofer, shalom. So, T-Rex has chicken. Yep. So, yeah, we get it from the butcher in town, and it's really good. It's not terribly affordable. It's about $50 for an 8-pound case. So, you know, it's about $6 a pound. But if you think about premium pork bacon, it's about what you'd pay for it anyway, and beef is clean. So, no, Mike, I don't have a military background. I've worked with the military on a lot of things as a civilian, but I was not in the military. I did want to join the Marine Corps, but I broke my sternum, and they frown on that. So, do you ever partake in fall hunt for the elder Bambis? I used to do a lot of hunting growing up, and I've only recently, as in this past deer season, gotten back into it a little bit. What is the hardest thing you had to overcome homesteading? Great question. I'll be right there. Hey, Bear, any advice on AR sling, single or double? I like just a standard rifle sling, a quick sling style that I get from Sojourn Gear, SEWJOURN, sojourngear.com. And they're great, but it's a 2-point sling. What is the hardest thing you had to overcome homesteading? It's relentless. There's no days off other than the Sabbath, and then even then you got to do twice as much on Friday, day of prep, to enjoy the Sabbath. And so I think really what it is it's the adjustment from something you think you're going to do to something you're going to do that takes a lot of your time, but it takes a lot of your time in a good way. So, hardest thing to overcome, man, it's just managing that expectation of you have to be intentional with your time, and it's relentless. It just, never-ending constant work. It just keeps going. And, you know, there's the thing is understanding that it's something that you have to embrace. It's a lifestyle, because if you don't, it will wear you out. So, and learning to, at least for me, multitask as well. I mean, I was digging in the garden today, planting, while wearing my telemarketer headset while on the phone with clients. But what an awesome office to have. I could be sitting in a cubicle watching the buses and trucks and cars go by on my telemarketer headset talking to clients, or I could be in my garden getting dirt underneath my fingernails. So, yeah. Hermit Hill, copy. If one were to be bugging out, what's a critical implement that may be forgotten or overlooked? Critical implement. Headlamps for everybody in your team with red lenses would be a good place to start. A lot of people forget gloves. Gloves are good. Number one way that you interface with your environment are your hands. And so we put a lot of emphasis on knives. Why red lenses? Because it doesn't travel very far. So you can see what's in front of you, but people can't see you at any great distance. Water is a good one. What are your thoughts on National Guard called out for debizzle? I will speak briefly on debizzle. TP is a great one, Cassie. Here's the deal. Here's the deal with the debizzle, okay? My opinion, and that's all it is right now, and I'm going to be quick on this because I'm so over debizzle, is that this issue is being blown out of proportion because the world economy needed to adjust and needed to adjust downward, and now we have a very convenient scapegoat, whether it started that way or the powers that be just simply never let a good crisis go to waste. And so now it has become the no blame to put on anybody's scapegoat for why we're seeing economic issues around the globe. And that allows the markets to correct downward as they should have already, but didn't because of bad fiscal policy around the 2008 year mark. I don't think we're going to get sick. And if we do get sick, it's not going to be that bad, statistically speaking. So, you know, and we have highly advanced medical facilities here in the United States of America. And I do think that it's just a matter of time before everybody, like the issue is we don't have immunity or vaccine to this thing right now. It's just a matter of time before that happens. And in the meanwhile, if you're above 60 years of age, you got something to worry about. The majority of us are not. So I'm not terribly worried about it. I think it's being blown out of proportion because it's a convenient way to justify economic corrections that had to take place regardless. So
Go upstairs. Go to the bathroom upstairs.
I think it's more
These hands
Um,
are stupid. Go upstairs and wash them.
martial law declared in New York. You get a small swarm of mosquitoes is enough to declare martial law in New York anymore. I gotta pee. Talk to the people.
Well, I was just gonna say I gotta go get Bub.
Okay, well, I'll pee real quick. Right off the front porch, because we in the country, I can do it.
Goodness, y'all are so fast. I can't read all this. Absolutely, Renee. Like, there are people that will be affected, but for the most part, it's, you know, I don't think it's going to be too terribly bad. Hey, Puka.
Puka.
Y'all, I don't know. Like, I'm just not, I'm horrendous
At?
at making videos by myself.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
And
Yeah, and
Do you want
sure
to
did.
see
You want some?
With his urine. It's sterile.
Urine is
right?
sterile. That's right. You could drink it in an emergency. Y'all thirsty? You want some? It ain't a baño, brother. It's a front door. My baño is the great outdoors. Because we live rurally.
But yeah, I was cleaning. I was spraying everything with my nut juice today. And
You're gonna start this again?
Yeah.
I thought you had to
yeah,
go.
I told Tia, I said, this is what you do. You get your nut juice and you spray it on your towel. And then you rub your house down.
I don't think that's
How it goes.
I don't think that's actual cleaning
Yeah.
advice.
And then
There are people that watch this in barracks right now, and so there's going to be a whole lot of mess and stuff to answer
Yeah.
for, and this is about to be
It's okay.
terrible.
And then I've got my nuts drying that I boiled to make my nut juice so that I can grind them so then I can get like the deep down dirty scrubbing with my nuts. Yep.
Oh, good times. All right,
We're all the olds. And now I gotta go pick up my son. So
go pick up our son. The toddler
be
gonna
nice to the peoples.
toddler gonna hang with the older one.
Yes.
Okay, copy. The older one knows this. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, nut juice. You're welcome. Okay, scoot.
Oh, bye.
I thought you were going. You said now I gotta go pick up my son.
Okay.
Go pick up our son.
Okay.
I got nuts because of y'all. Good for you. No black lights in the barracks. Precisely. So are you going? Or?
I'm going.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to rush you. I'm just
Yes,
like
you are.
I don't get it.
Want me as a pro in
Like
your
you're
life,
either
too. I get it.
you're just either here or you're not.
Bye.
So
Bye.
Earl's daughter, Shalom.
Don't drink my beer.
Chasing life. Anyway. So let's have truth in advertising time. What are y'all most concerned about with this debizzle? Honestly. Honestly. Like what's the issue here? Is it logistics? Howdy, Lone Star. Being forced to stay home. Is that because of revenue? Cool breeze. Supply shortages. Good answer. Supply chain issues. Yep. Going out and being around people. Then don't do it, PJD. People will go crazy. They will. Grandma's health. That's a good one. Economy. Elderly. Shortage of goods. Love you back. Idiots overreacting. Supply chain issues. Yep. Idiot people and my parents' most highest concern. Copy. Cost of goods. That's a good one. Neighbors. Okay. Good answer. McMikey. Copy. Good answer. Shaloha. Boom shiitake. Toilet paper shortage. Stores wiped out. People acting dumb. Double tapping. Shalom, brother. Financial institutions closing. Renee. Okay. Okay. Got it. All right. Copy. What are we going to do about it? Michael Harris. What are we going to do about it? I'll tell you what, and I'm going to shoot a video on this. You guys will see this video. I think there's an opportunity here for real good. For real good. And here's what I mean by this. I think that there is the possibility that we all have to take a look, whether it's a shallow look or a deep look, at our consumerism. Okay? So it would do America good to take a pause from suckling on the teat of the system for a while. We were talking 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Okay? Two weeks, maybe, right? 2 weeks. Yeah, but Bear, you know that. I know. Simmer down. J. John, shalom, brother. It would do America good to have something other to complain about than the slow Wi-Fi and the point that it took 3 days for my Amazon 2-day package to get here. Okay? So perspective-wise, I think it would be good for people to think about, how do I make food come up out of the ground? Or what am I going to do about those a-holes over there? Or maybe I need to be friends with those people over there. Amy Giles, shalom back at you, Ram fam. Hi. Hi, toddler. Bye-bye. So, I think that there's opportunities here. We already know there's opportunities to evangelize. I think a lot of people get scared because of environmental factors. Starving to death or people behaving badly, as we've all learned from Viking Preparedness. And I think it's very succinct. So if those environmental factors are issues, what can you do to actually mitigate them? Okay? Mitigate them. Here's my thing, and I've said this before and I'll say it again. Low information diet. If there's nothing I can do about it, it's not even on my radar anymore. Like, I'm not even thinking about it anymore. If I've done all the prepping I'm gonna do for Debizzle. Like, all of it. You know what I'm doing now? Planting my garden. That's what I'm doing. I'm planting a garden. Awesome. I'm chopping down trees so that I can get more sunlight onto where I want my garden to be. Right? I'm living. Thank you, PJD. I'm fasting because I want to hear the voice of my Creator. Well, he and I have some stuff we need to talk about. If the world needs to take a break from rampant consumerism and dependence on the system, I'm in. I'm in. And I think it's possible that we find some humanity and that we get to know our neighbors a little bit better, and that we have to confront some of our fears and some of our concerns and our dependencies. Right? Jeremy, I'm finding potatoes from last year in my garden right now. Praise the Father, right? That we have to go and seek the face of our Creator. We're so dependent on the world. It's only when the world fails us that we go looking for Father God. It's like, maybe that ought to be reversed. And so, and really, I know we have a lot of people who are deep, stalwart believers here. What is the worst that's going to happen? You're going to send me home to meet my Creator so that I can take my place on the battlefield, the spiritual battlefield. Okay, copy. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And this is, I talked about this on Patreon yesterday. And not only is it going to be okay, here in my mind and here in my heart, I know that I will do everything that I can to make it okay for the people that I've been entrusted with. And so if you're doing that, what else is there? Like, worry gains us nothing. That is useless energy spent when we could be productive with something else, right? Are you drunk tonight? No, Ben, I'm not. Thank you for asking. Are you a dick tonight? Cool. Spending that time on a worthless endeavor like worrying, wouldn't you be better off focusing on the things that you can do and operating from a low information diet and doing productive things? So, Logan, shalom, brother. Told my family I'm not going down like a witch. This is amino acids from Young Living, so yeah. Mad Celt, amen, right? So the world has seen worse things than this, right? We maybe haven't, but the world has seen worse things than this. Why is your heart heavy? My heart's not heavy, I'm tired. What's your concerns, Bear? That's a good question, Cool Breeze. Let's address that. In fact, I'm going to turn these comments off for a minute so that I don't get distracted. What are my concerns? My primary concerns right now, I'm going to finish, and when I say I mean we are going to finish Bethany House this weekend, come hell or high water. The spiritual warfare that has been wrapped around the completing of this mission is insane. So that's going to happen. That's going to get done. I have a client and a friend who has been in a bad medical situation that I got to talk to for the first time today, and that's awesome. Like awesome, awesome, awesome. And so my concerns are continuing to assist that person and their team in moving forward in pretty much the same direction and making that happen. I have 3 businesses in the ministry. The ministry every day takes more and more of me. And I don't ever want to be in a position, I will never be in a position where I earn a dime from doing the Father's work. And so it's imperative that the businesses function, that they do what I need them to do, which is earn revenue to support our homesteading lifestyle and have a little bit left over for when I'm too old to do this anymore, so that we have the latitude to operate the ministry with no overhead. And that is absolutely my goal and my intention, and it will always be that way. Operate the ministry with no overhead. And so my concerns are that we continue to build the businesses and keep the businesses sustainable in manners that take less of my time through team building and smarter business decisions so that I can free up more of my time to do grindstone stuff. What's the matter?
She burned her finger on my wax melter.
Why?
Because she went up and touched it.
Why?
I don't know, ask her.
I won't be doing that. I'll be asking you because you're 13, not 3. Can you please handle that situation?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're not on video.
Other than that, I would need to get my garden in. I need to continue to spin up my agriculture. I need to continue to build meaningful relationships with people that matter in my life. As I've said before, if this is the big one, so be it. At some point, if you stand on the playing field long enough, somebody's going to tap you on the shoulder because it's your turn to play. If this is our turn to play, so be it. Is it scary? Yeah. You know, bravery is not being unafraid. It's being afraid and going anyway, right? Let's go. If this is the one, copy. Let's go. Let's do this thing. So, those are my concerns, I guess, to the extent that you could call them that. Good question, Cool Breeze. Thank you. So. You're welcome. Fierce Mongoose. Shalom, brother. Do you grow kale? I think my wife grows kale. My wife grows all the greens, and they're delicious. So, JC and me, bless you. Proverbs 3 verses 5 and 6. Thank you, brother. I'm guessing. Brother, thank you. Philly Flash, Bowman, shalom. You know, and as to why do I have a heavy heart? I don't have a heavy heart. I've discussed this before. I do feel an onus of leadership in some regard for y'all, honestly, and I want to try and bring you guys value regularly. And I don't see a lot of value in me doing what I do, laughing and carrying on all the time and blah, 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 blah. So, what's the matter?
Stop. Come on. Come on, stop.
That's awesome, Renee.
What?
Keith, and listen, let's talk about that. The concept of me working too hard. First of all, what I do is work. It's what I do. It's what I've done my whole life is work. There are very few problems that can't be solved by working harder. And I'm a problem solver. So I work. And I've done it my whole life, and I intend to do it the remainder of my whole life. I actually derive joy from working. I'm not one of those people, when I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, that looks forward to 5 o'clock because my workday is over. That's not me. I like working. I like operating businesses. I like interfacing with the people on my teams. I enjoy making things happen. I like taking risk. I was literally on the phone with a brother before this, running through numbers on a couple of different things. I have a gifting and a talent for that, and I like operating businesses. I like doing work, and I like running Grindstone. I just understand the gravitas of the situation. And frankly, I can't not. Not only because it's how I'm made, but also because there are people depending on me. There are families that eat in part because of Bear Independent. There are, my family eats in part because of Bear Independent, and prosperity and Bear Facts. And there are families that need to be blessed because of Grindstone. And so what we do matters. And I enjoy doing things that matter. What I need to do more of, honestly, is I need to have opportunities in my life to do things that don't matter at all. That's something that I've been discussing with my wife lately, is everything I do has very high stakes. I think this matters. I want y'all to leave me better than you found me. That is the goal. Bear Facts literally saves lives. Prosperity saves lives in the sense that we educate and train people to be better today than they were yesterday. Bear Independent does the same thing, but on a more broad scale. And then Grindstone obviously saves lives. I mean, we're talking about erasing generational curses and the restoration of the most innocent and easiest of, just the least of these. All that matters, and it matters tremendously. And so what I need is to do things that don't matter. And in fact, I had somebody asked on Instagram today, hey man, when are you going to play those drums for us? And the answer is probably never again. Because that's my thing. Because it's the thing that I do, the one thing that I do that doesn't matter. Nobody is going to grow up and be a less than ideal human being because I failed to apply stewardship and leadership and headship to my drum set. Nobody is going to not be saved because I didn't play my drums, or I did play my drums, or nobody's going to bleed out because I missed a note, or my tempo was a little bit wrong. There's nobody who's going to be bought and sold like product and traded for their body because I decided to change out a 17-inch China cymbal for a 20-inch. So I need to do more of that because it's good exercise, it's great stress release, it's cerebral, it brings me closer to my creator, and I don't share it with anybody anymore. And so that's what I need to do. Yeah. That's my cool story. So there is balance in there, right? Because you should do things that matter. But you should definitely do things that don't matter too. LCJC copy. My husband is no longer with us. I'm standing strong. Bless you. I will. Thank you. So, Mikey, you're welcome. Bless you. And yeah, Mitch, that's a life full of purpose, absolutely. But you need everybody needs a pressure relief valve as well. Everybody needs to have something that they can do that is just theirs. So, shalom, Big Mama. Vulgar, bless you. Back to our roots, bless you. Yeah, that's the other thing, guitar, like playing guitar. I mean, during Sukkot last year was the last time I played guitar for really anybody. And like guitar is the type of thing that, frankly, when I play guitar, my soul spills out. And there are things in there that even I am uncomfortable looking at. And so to open that window to me, to others, is something that I don't do very often at all. And so there's, at least for me, an element of vulnerability there as well. And so, yeah. But it's, you know, do you believe Jesus rose from the tomb on Easter? Boy, that's a loaded question. Easter is the spring equinox, which is dedicated to Ishtar, which is the lower G goddess of pagan fertility. And we're told directly in Deuteronomy 16:17 that you will cut down all of your asherim, which are basically phalluses that stick up out of the ground, and that you absolutely will not build an altar to Yahuwah, the Lord your God, anywhere near where the asherim or the obelisk is, because it's a phallus. It's a giant old penis sticking up in the air. Now they put them on top of churches and call them church spires. Easter is pagan worship. I do believe that Messiah rose from the dead. Absolutely. But the celebration of Easter, the reason you have rabbits pooping eggs is because they're both indicative of pagan fertility. And so, no, I don't. So I don't. Bowman, exactly. Huh? Oh, you got that? Okay. So, John Taylor, shalom. So it's not that I disbelieve at all that Yeshua rose from the dead. In fact, he had to rise from the dead because he did not, in his first visitation here on earth, complete the entirety of the messianic prophecies. And so the messianic prophecies, in a lot of ways, thought that there were going to be two messiahs. And what they missed was there's one messiah coming twice. The first was to restore the law, and the second is to bring peace on earth. And so that's actually quite interesting, because a lot of people who say that the law has been done away with are missing the fact that literally half of the messianic prophecies revolve around the restoration of Israel to the Father through the law, through a king, through the line of King David. And so the idea that the law was done away with would instantly negate Yeshua being Messiah in the first place. But I digress. So there you go. I know, it's terrible. Do you think he is coming back in our time? Great question. Whew, that's a possibility versus probability question. It is absolutely possible that he arrives right now. I don't know if it's probable. I firmly believe that every generation since the days that Yeshua walked the face of the earth has thought, this is it. This has to be it. I have had days where I have thought, man, if you're not coming soon, I don't know what to do, because everywhere I look, I see atrocities. I see abominations. And when you couple that or compare that against the world we live in is terribly wicked and deserving of judgment. And it's also incredibly beautiful. And how do you balance those two things? So you look for Yah in the silver lining. And you see his hand. Boy, do I see his hand on my life. Holy cow, do I see his hand on my life. I mean, Yahuwah, my Elohim, Father God, the Lord our God, is so incredibly powerful and sovereign over all things that once you get in line with him, incredible things happen. But I think it's entirely possible Yeshua comes back right now. Possible. I don't know if it's probable. I have heard it said, my pastor has said it, but he didn't originate it. If Yeshua doesn't come back soon, Yah's going to have to apologize to Sodom and Gomorrah. And boy, do I agree with that. There are so many atrocities and abominations. But I think I think this is the part that so many people miss. Part of why we exist, the vast majority of why we exist, is so that once you are restored to the Father through Yeshua, it's so that you can do things on behalf of the kingdom and to fight the atrocities and the abominations and to go do the hard things. Because if you want to grow your faith, you need to see the Father show up for you. You need to experience the power of his provision and blessing. And so many people wander around with an empty faith or an incomplete faith because they believe with their mind, but they've never seen it with their eyes or felt it with their heart. So when you're restored to Yah and you start doing the things that he commands you to do and the things that he fearfully and wonderfully made you to do, you find out in many ways the reason that you exist in the first place is to combat the atrocities and the abominations. And that in the doing of that, you find purpose and fulfillment and you get to spread the gospel. Not just with your mouth, but with your hands and your heart. So, I think it's possible. I don't think it's probable yet. Subject to change at any moment. And I really do believe on some level, rather than sitting around and waiting for Yeshua to return to restore the kingdom, we ought to get off our asses and get busy ourselves and do the good works that we're commanded to do. So, Bowman, bless you. Hi. Oh, bless y'all. Y'all are cool, you know that? Bear Independent, would you give a shout out to Okie Storm Chaser channel and his upcoming new video series on kitchen tools and their proper use? I absolutely would, Mark Chase. Okie Storm Chaser is tremendous, and he is our brother and our friend, and he's incredibly good at what he does, and I would recommend you check him out.
He taught me how to use the camera.
He taught you how to use a camera. And also, Tia's here. Shalom, Tia.
Hi, Tia. We have not seen them forever.
I know. Oh, she's not on here. You want to come say hi? Say hi, Tia.
Hi, Tia. Hi.
That's JJ's mama.
Say hi.
Hi.
Keep your tongue in your mouth, you weirdo. What did you do today?
Eat marshmallows.
You ate marshmallows?
Hi,
So
Joey.
I ordered
Hi,
10,
Joey.
10 bags of...
Hi,
Hi, Daddy's
Joey.
talking.
He can't see you. I ordered 10 bags of vegan marshmallows
Joey.
with the hopes that they would be good.
Hey, Joey.
And the actuality is that they're incredible. Oh, hey, it's Mom. You look like you're in trouble.
Hey, Joey.
Come here.
Hey.
Hey.
She was talking to other people.
So, the vegan marshmallows, can you grab a bag of those so that I can show them, please? Cool breeze, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Vegan marshmallows are kosher, which is why we got them, because there's no swine drippings in these. Dandy's all natural vanilla marshmallows. Vegan, gelatin-free, gluten-free, fat-free. Tapioca syrup, cane sugar, filtered water, tapioca starch, carrageenan, soy protein, natural vanilla flavor. So the good news is there's soy in there, which will turn right into estrogen, but I don't care because I can eat these. So, anyway, destroy the soy. Hey, bub. How was your day?
Okay.
Hey, let me see your drum.
What did you buy?
What? You got cookies?
Yeah.
For us.
This is my son's marching drum
Not right now. But
that, I'm sorry, band drum that I got for him. Put an Evans Genera HD Dry on there. Put a little tape on the bottom to muffle it. I got this black lacquer finish.
You would switch on the snares.
And
There's like
it's a
4 levels
8-inch
on the side.
by 14
One.
black
If
hardware.
you went down, it would like each one control the snare. If you pulled it down.
Are you talking about that lever?
No, so at the band, at the All-Star band,
Uh-huh.
there was.
Hey, you busted that lever, son.
I did?
Yeah, we need to have a conversation later.
No, hang on. Here.
So, that's an assault drum. Mm-hmm.
Just go put it up.
We'll fix.
It's okay. It's all right. All right. You hang out with her.
she's just watching the video.
Aren't swine a hooved animal? So the command is that that divide the hoof and chew the cud. But, thank you, Mad Kelt. You're cool as well.
Mad Cow is on there.
Yes. They divide the hoof, they don't chew the cud, and not only that, they are directly prohibited per Leviticus 11. So, yes, you can affix a bayonet to the drum, absolutely. With enough duct tape, you can do anything. So, Millington, Tennessee. Hey, you ever been to Millington, Tennessee?
Hey, I used to work at the Lowe's in Millington, Tennessee.
Have you ever been there, though?
Sometimes.
Lived there for 5 years.
Oh, you're talking to your mouth full on camera.
Well, they're out of bleach there, so
Those are good.
Goat.
that's a goat. 50 years. AJC has worked at that Lowe's in Millington for 50 years.
No.
Yep. So that's my cool story. So you're eating cookies and drinking beer for dinner
Yep.
next to the guy fasting?
Uh-huh.
I was a bad drumming marching band awesome nerd. Awesome. Dental eyes and whatever done from recent experience. Bass, awesome. Poconos are out of bleach. Big Mama Matriarch says hello.
Hello.
T was on there, man.
Yeah, hey, Jay Johns likes your hat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonder where
I
you
don't know
got
where
it.
I got it from, Jay Johns. Thank you.
I gotta pee again. That stuff goes right through you.
Yeah.
You can drink that on camera.
Vicky says shalom.
You don't need to eat all of these cookies.
I'm not. This is my second one.
I'm gonna tell them. Can I say hi?
You're welcome to come say hi. Broke Kansas farmer, bless you. Thank you.
And he got the amino acids from Young Living. It's one of their supplements.
I didn't get them. You got them.
Yeah.
You should finish that cookie. So, Travis Fleming, shalom. Can we get who your favorite drummer is?
Me, obviously.
The vast majority of y'all have never heard of any of the drummers that I'm about to tell you. Because most people are like, Neil Peart from Rush. I'm like, yeah, he was good. But, or they're like, I mean, I don't know. My favorite drummers, because I see beauty and functionality, and I like playing drums, and well, it's going to sound facetious, and half of y'all won't believe me anyway, but I don't care. There's not a drummer that I've ever heard that I can't play. There are some drummers that I've heard that I have had to sit down and think about how do I play that. But the vast majority of drummers, I can play the first time I hear it, and then almost every drummer on earth, if I play it 3 times, I've got it. Mike Mangini, he's good. He's not my favorite, but he's good. He's very
Once
good.
I had the coronavirus.
Vincent Paul Abbott, great drummer. I love Vinnie Paul, his style. The first time I heard Pantera, I heard Cowboys from Hell and Master of Puppets by Metallica in the same afternoon. And I was like, oh, that's it. I'm a metalhead. But my favorite drummers are Trim from the band Emperor, Frost from 1349, Gene Hoglan from Strapping Young Lad, and the band Death. Those 3. Derek Roddy is, yeah, I know, Buddy Rich. Derek Roddy is an extremely talented drummer. I like him a lot.
Someone called you something. I said a mean one.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
how old are you for your business?
Death, yeah. One of the best bands ever is Death. And they sound like, oh, how could you love a band called Death? It's like, that's thinking man's metal. And actually one of the few bands, I think Tool's overrated, frankly. Especially Dana Carey from a drumming standpoint. It's not terribly difficult. It's just math, and I'm good at math.
What?
Yeah, I'm not a Tool fan, honestly. But what I bumped my head. No, what I like, I'm very comfortable with acknowledging that nobody else, typically speaking, likes what I like, and that's fine. That you don't have to. And it's one of the reasons why I keep my drumming to myself. It's mine, because I sit down and I play 360 BPM with each limb sustained and scream at the sky while I'm playing as sweat pours down my back and face and everywhere else into my shoes, and I don't care that nobody likes what I like. Sepultura, Roots. I remember the first time I heard Roots. So.
Someone asked why we don't homeschool.
'Cause Oklahoma.
You're shaking the camera. I feel bad for all the people who don't have good Wi-Fi unless you're just like messing with them. Cold feet.
It's too easy. That's with one hand with no rebound. So,
I just
yeah,
have-
but it's good, right? So anyway, yeah, those are the drummers I like. Overall living shalom, brother.
Badger. He's so
Badger.
funny.
That's awesome, man. I'm gonna let the two of y'all do the bear show. I gotta go pee again.
Okay, bye.
So-
you gotta get out.
I will move you, child.
Bye.
Put an elbow right through your rib cage.
Elbow won't fit through my ribcage.
I'll make a hole. It'll fit through your rib cage for sure.
Hi guys, I run the show now. Mom, your face is in the comments. Oh, this is a warm seat.
My face is always in the comments.
Asked how old your daughter was. Someone said, Dad said how old I was. Now everybody knows.
Nah.
No, they do. Someone just commented it. Do you not read the comments?
No, I don't have Dorkin chickens. I have no idea what kind of chickens I have. I could tell you the colors, but they're just kind of. It's.
What's the matter with you?
Yeah, I don't know what my chickens, kinds of breeds they
You told
are.
everybody how old I was.
And let's see. How was the road trip? Road trip was awesome.
What road trip?
To go get Bub.
Oh.
And be oily. It is amino wise, is the name of the amino acids. It's like a berry, it's like a powder that you put in your water and you spin it around and then you drink
The
it.
bears pee in the woods, yes they do. What music y'all like? I'm a country girl all the way. I listen to country music all the time.
Yeah.
How is ball going? Pretty
Do bears pee in the woods? No, they pee off my porch.
good. I'll be back.
How long before they lay eggs? Chickens, they're generally about 5 months. And
I have to say
then
how old I am because people
No.
keep on asking.
she's a teenager, y'all.
Not the golden face sunglasses. Wait, what? I was writing something.
Only do it inside.
No goats died
I
this
want to tell a
week.
story.
I already told them.
I can't tell any story.
We just had one hop on a UPS truck and
Yeah, maybe some people were here.
tried to
Run away.
run away.
You busy out there?
Can you reach it?
Hey, I'm trying to read as I go.
So far, I know, well, they go by so fast.
I can read that fast.
So far we have 2 baby boys born with 2 more ewes to labor, possibly a third.
They're
I'm not sure if the third one's actually pregnant or not.
She's just really fat.
Yeah. Well, let's see. And
What is your
recipe for chocolate non-dairy creamer. Well, you see, I buy the 8-pound Hershey's syrup, and
Man,
I put
there's
about
one
2
too.
tablespoons of that into my coffee every morning, and then I use creamer. Well, I use
Not
heavy whipping cream,
disgusting?
I don't do
Someone
the
got
whole
arrested.
non-dairy stuff. I love my dairy.
22 weeks. Laughing away. What's your favorite recipe? Mine is Germex. That's my favorite recipe. It's my favorite. I don't know any recipe.
So,
has
J.
been
John's,
Germex.
I use the Thieves hand
That's
sanitizer,
actually pretty good.
and I've got plenty of that in stock right now. And
What
then
is the site for you?
T, of course, went and bought the normal, like, Purell Germex stuff.
Disgusting. How dare
But then
you.
I've got lots of aloe and
What
water
is the site?
and alcohol and thieves to make our own when it comes to that.
Can I say your favorite oil store?
Hang on. I know, they're so quick. Marlo, the website server that I was using got shut down, and I haven't redone my website
Tell
yet.
us about some good fishing.
So, no oily store right now. Just go to Young Living,
I'll be in the
and
middle.
if you're wanting to order anything, I can give you my number for
Really?
reference.
Because people are weirdos.
Right?
Just saying. Lots of Hershey's powder.
Yes, lots of Hershey's powder.
That's a good. Someone said young enough to don't cuss.
How old is Bear? Old enough to be her dad.
Old enough to know better, young enough to not care.
How many goats you have?
Still,
We have
One.
one goat right now, because one got
Message retry.
one got a bullet, well, several bullets in the head that I did.
What's TK's favorite chainsaw? What is TK's favorite chainsaw, guys? TJ's.
my favorite chainsaw. This is for Dom the Furious Mongoose, so I'll answer that.
Is Bear romantic?
Don't make me laugh.
Favorite chainsaw.
Awesome, Amy.
Wait, what?
Hallelujah.
Oh, it's Amy.
Um,
See, that was-
can I answer the question or what?
I don't know. What was it?
What's my favorite chainsaw?
Oh, steel.
You guys have a
No,
better
you
show
gotta
than
give
Bear.
All right, later, y'all.
Yeah, they like us.
There's
Don't
so
you,
many.
Lonnie?
There's
Good
so,
for me.
Why won't
Look.
you let me read it?
because there's so many. We
Well,
just
then
have to
stop
start
throwing-
over.
Don't try and read all of them. It's
I know.
impossible.
Well, they were all asking me
Someone
questions.
said you're
Yeah,
short.
they-
or
that's what they do.
someone
They
else.
ask
I
all the
know,
time.
but I feel like I have
They
to
just
be.
had
Me too,
I
but
have
it's
to
not
get
possible.
to everyone.
It's not
Ask what's
possible.
up with my I agree badge.
Steel.
Steel.
MS362 is a great saw. And if not that, then honestly, we have the ministry was sent a Husqvarna 460 Rancher, and it's a good saw. So if you're doing timber framing, either of those with a 20-inch bar will set you right.
Yeah.
So, and if you're working with timbers bigger than 20 inches in diameter, text me and I'll give you the appropriate saw to deal with on that. That's my answer.
Yep.
Go back to the relatives of Bear show.
Walmart store?
No, but go ahead. This
Go ahead.
This show is independent of Bear.
It is.
Good, which is
Yep.
good.
We done kicked Bear out.
Hashtag team building. I'm in. Y'all run the channel. Go ahead.
Vicky's leaving.
Don't leave, Vicky. We need you.
It ain't steel. It ain't real.
Bear Hill. See you later.
Bear who? The man from whom all the blessings that you experience flow, and who pays your salary. That guy. Yeah. That's me.
Viking, no, don't leave.
Independent of Bear Show.
Exactly.
Alright, come on. You and Bob on Aspen.
What?
Yeah.
I'm doing business. I'm
Come on.
talking.
Go.
I'm talking to people.
Go.
No, you're not. You're sitting there reading comments
Go.
and watching SpongeBob.
I'm not watching SpongeBob.
One.
I can't.
Yes, you can. Hop over. You skinny butt. Oh, you're so skinny.
Take it any farther. Took my bony.
Somebody asked what your
thigh.
favorite food is.
My
Well,
favorite
two of
food?
them.
Yeah, what's your favorite food? Yep, you have to go take the cookies.
Why are we going to talk about food while I'm fasting? What is my favorite food? How about a better way to answer this question? J. John's exactly. Yes, it's a home plate. You caught me, Cool Breeze.
He's such a baseball fan.
I've made so many touchdowns in baseball, you wouldn't believe. If I was on death row and I could have one last meal, I would get a large Pizza Hut deep dish pizza with light sauce and double cheese. And I would get a 38-ounce bone-in cowboy steak ribeye, cooked medium rare, slathered in horseradish sauce with garlic asparagus, and a 6-pack of probably Guinness with a glass to put it in at about 40 to 44 degrees temperature. And then a half a gallon of either vanilla bean ice cream or cookies and cream ice cream. So how's that for an answer?
Yeah.
But if I could only have one, probably the steak. I am a steak guy. No, Alicia, I've never thought about this before. Where are you from, New York?
Jay Johns, you said you were good at walking into pitches. Yeah, I've got a scar right here because I walked behind a catcher and a wild pitch was thrown and it popped me right here and split my cheek open.
Yeah, Jay Johns,
I'm good at that too.
we should make, actually, I've had Oki's pizza and it's delicious.
No.
We need to
Go
do
play.
that. You said hi.
Go play.
Say hi to the people.
Go play.
Hi to the
Chicken
people.
fried steak. Yeah.
Go play.
Tomahawk steak. Oki, we need to get cows going at Michael Harris's house just so we can make tomahawk steaks.
The people.
All right. Next. My drug of choice is Bluebell. Badger it will be. I have the same scar in the back of my head, homie. Weird. Chasing life, yo. Scarecrow. Shalom. What's your take on Christianity as a pacifist religion? Exodus 15, verse 3. Yahuwah is a warrior. Yahuwah is his name. Yahuwah is a warrior. Warriors that are pacifists aren't getting the job done too well. How's that for an answer? If you do not have a sword, sell your garment and buy one. Yeah, we do, Michael Harris. Yankee, shalom. Somebody go gently put the baby in a chokehold. Let's just go to sleep. So, how about you? What's your favorite food?
Chicken Alfredo pizza. But my chicken Alfredo pizza.
Yeah.
They all suck.
Montana home, shalom.
But I put ginger in mine and it is delicious.
It is very good.
Yeah, mine's not long and drawn out like his is. Mine's just
Homemade pasta is real good too. How about some gnocchi? A little brown butter sauce with some garlic. Oh my gosh. We're not going to talk about food anymore because Bear's fasting. So, somebody asked about fasting.
Yeah, and biscuits and gravy, for sure.
So, what initially got you into prepping? Hurricane Katrina and FEMA. How long do I fast for, Brother Bear? If you've never fasted before, I wouldn't go longer than 24 hours. I have been asking Yah since last night, how long am I fasting for? And the answer I keep getting is Thursday. I don't really love that answer.
Fall over.
Recipe for fasting? Nothing.
I think they're talking about my pizza.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Sorry,
Yeah.
Grandma. Like, air. If you've never fasted before, I wouldn't go longer than 24, but I know people who have gone 40 days fasting. The longest I've ever fasted was 3 days. And so, yeah, a bowl of steam. Yummy. So, if it's till Thursday, I got you. Yeah, Okie, if I eat on Thursday, I'm just going to pass right out. Oh, Burning Hearth Homestead's here. Shalom, brother.
Shalom.
So, yeah, but fasting, when there's heavy spiritual loads to lift, I mean, think about it. You know, there's a story in the Gospels where Yeshua, Jesus, gives the apostles authority over unclean spirits, and they go and they attempt to rebuke this demon, and it doesn't work. And he says, look, this one only goes out through fasting and prayer. And so when there's heavy loads to lift, fasting and prayer. And as I mentioned earlier in the live stream, there's some heavy loads to lift spiritually. And so fasting and prayer. And there we are. Literally, fasting is referred to as afflicting your beings, or being soul. So to afflict your soul, it's like the Hebrew relationship with food is a deep one, and we're very appreciative of it. So it should hurt your soul when you don't eat. It does. I miss food. It's only been 24 hours. So anyway. Fasting is an offering to the Lord. Yeah, see, and that's the other thing, right? Every time you get hungry, especially if you think about like a Day of Atonement, right? Every time you get hungry, you're very mindful of where does food come from? Where does the blessing of food come from? Things that you would just take for, I mean, literally, right across the table from me is a bowl of red Doritos that the younger one was eating earlier. There's vegan marshmallows and a Shiner Bock right there.
This is mine.
And so...
And a basket of eggs.
And so, but it's like, deny yourself, right? So do that. Pick up your cross and follow me. Yes, sir, on it. And being mindful of where do blessings come from. They come from the hand of Yah. Yahuwah or Elohim, the Lord our God. Right, and so remembering that, it's like all these things that you would take for granted, don't take them for granted. They're a gift. They're a blessing. How did you touch the bag of marshmallows and not eat one? This? Self-control. And it's also because there's deeper work going on here. Like that's the thing. So. There you go. Bear, do you fear the rates of Christianity in America could fall like in other countries, example UK and other Western countries? I wouldn't say that I fear it. I would say that it's been prophesied. For the love of many will wax cold in those days. And why? It literally, and why does the love of many wax cold? Because of their lawlessness. I don't think most of y'all or well, actually, I think a lot of y'all know my answer to these things, but I think a lot of y'all would be very unhappy with the answers that I would give to a question like that. I think Christianity has already failed and is falling, because I don't think Christianity, what is considered mainline Christianity today, is honorable of the things that we are commanded to do by both the Father and the Son. So, but even if the vast majority of Christianity was, and I would submit that there is a great awakening happening right now, that many, many, many people are coming to a fullness of understanding of the Bible and of the Father's plan for us. Even then, we're told, hey man, you will be persecuted in my name. There will be a great falling away. These things will happen. And so I'm not surprised by any of it. And I also think that we lack perspective as American followers of Messiah. That elsewhere in the world right now, you can be in prison for 10, 20 years for reading your Bible. And I'm within a stack of them right now. Right now, praise the Father, we're surrounded by Bibles, right? And you can be imprisoned for reading the Word or for possessing the Word. And not for like a day or two, 2 decades. All right, and we're like, oh, I'm so persecuted. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Right.
Elsewhere, they're cutting people's heads off because of their belief in Messiah. And they say, all right, who else believes in Messiah? And the next guy with balls the size of this jar is like, me. Me. Take my head off, too. I'm next. We're not persecuted. We're soft. And we, as a culture, pay lip service to our belief in the Father and the Son, but when it gets difficult, we turn and run and hide, and we avoid doing the heavy lifting. And so I'm not. This is 4 quarters, guys. There's foundational concept here. I'd rather have 4 incredibly strong people than 100 basically worthless people. I'd rather have 4 incredibly valuable believers or teammates or people to build a business or a life or a community with than 100 that are 4 quarters concept. So, and I have to do a better job of remembering, and I struggle with this. I need to be more compassionate with people that are now like we were. We were Sunday going Christians, and we went to church, and I loved the Father the best I knew how, but I did not have the depth of faith that I have now. I was going through the motions because that's all I had been taught, was going through the motions, and going through the motions left me so empty that when our church imploded, I had nothing but the Bible. And I knew that it was real. And I knew that it was real, that Yah and Yeshua were real because you were sick. And the Father proved to me that he was real. And so I knew that that wasn't bullshizer. But I knew that I couldn't believe anybody else. I couldn't believe people. And so all I had left was Messiah. And so I went back to Messiah over and over again, and I gradually discovered the commands. And so I gradually discovered through reading my Bible, through no outside sources whatsoever. I didn't know who Pastor Joe Fox was. I didn't know who Lion and the Lamb, Monty Judah was. I didn't know who Zach at New to Torah was, or Chris at Following Yeshua, or 119 Ministries. I didn't know any of that. I just read my Bible. And it came to the conclusion that, oh, this has not been done away with. This is the restoration. This is what we're being called to. 1 Peter 2:21, for this you were called, that you would walk in the footsteps of Messiah, that in him there was no sin and no deceit was found in his mouth. That being reviled, he did not revile in turn. That being hated, he did not hate. That he bore your sins upon the cross, so that instead of being dead to sin, that you would live unto righteousness. Well, what's righteousness? Luke 1 verse 6. And so I came to this understanding myself, and from the Father showing me in his word, and I thought I was crazy at first. I literally was asking him, like, why would you show me this? Why would you show me this? I'm not the guy. Don't show me this. I can't do this. And then I realized, no, you're not the guy, idiot. There's hundreds of thousands. There are millions of other people coming to the same independent conclusion. And so I've realized I'm on a tangent. I apologize. But we were Sunday Christians, and I was doing the best I knew how to do to be in service to the kingdom. And I have to remember now to exercise compassion with those who are new to this understanding, or just the light is just beginning to dawn for them, that hey, that we were there too, and to encourage and guide those people, not just dismiss them, because I was them too. We were them. And I realize I can be coarse and crass, and I don't mean to be. It's just the way that I am. And so me being compassionate looks like this instead of this. This is my compassion. This is my time to go to work. And so people misunderstand this as, wow, that guy's really over the top. And what you don't get is, I want to use this, but I'm using this instead. So it's brush and pee time. Besides, I'm putting you to sleep, apparently. Shalom.
It's just almost bedtime.
It's bedtime. Do the things, amen. Bless y'all. Alicia, bless you. Shalom, y'all. Yes, I will pray. Would you do me a favor and please try to limit the amount of background noise that takes place over the next 60 seconds? Bob, pause that. Thank you. Father, y'all, thank you for the opportunity to do this each Tuesday. Thank you for the opportunity to serve you to the best of our broken ability in the capacities and callings and giftings and convictions that you've given us. Father, we don't always know what the hell to do, but you do. And so I would just simply ask that you would shine a light on what it is that we're supposed to do going forward. With this virus going around, with the economy, with just life, Father, I know that there are people within the sound of my voice that are suffering under the burden of simply existing right now. So, Father, I pray that you would minister to the hurt and the pain and the anxiety and the shame and the fear and the loathing, the anger and the hatred and the guilt and the blood guilt, and restore us and make us new. Father, I pray that you'd fill us up with your Ruach HaKodesh, your Holy Spirit, that we would be an example to the world, that they would see us and want what we have, that it would create an opportunity to brag on you about how wonderful and merciful you are. Father, I pray if there's anything within the sound of my voice that's not of you, that it would be rebuked in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach and utterly destroyed. Pray your blessings on everybody within the sound of my voice. I pray your blessings on our ministry as we move forward in faith to do our best to serve your kingdom and do battle against the enemy, the prince of this world, whom I hate and whom I wish that I could just cleave in half with an axe. And if you ever give me that opportunity, I would welcome it, because he's disgusting and vile. I hate his guts. I pray that you'd bless those within the sound of my voice. I pray that you'd continue to use us to do mighty things in your name. I thank you for the atoning sacrifice of Yeshua Messiah, and for the restoration that he has brought for busted up POSs like myself. I pray that you bless us, not because we're awesome, but because you are. And I ask these things in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach. Amen. Bless y'all. Shalom.